What is going on YouTube? It's your boy Ignition Fury, and today it is Foot Champs Series 2, and like I said in previous videos, I'm not going to do it the way I was before. I'm showing you so many games clipped down to the best moments, missed chances, goals, either mine or opponents as well at the same time. So I just thought I would take a minute to talk about also what's new. Is that now that the EA have turned around to us and said that we will now be getting our rewards on Thursday at 6 o'clock in the morning, which I think is a great, I think that's absolutely fantastic. Just for simple fact now, as we all know where we stand when it comes to our awards, and this is the team as well that we're going to use. Now last weekend we got gold 2 with this team, and we're going to try and do exactly the same, maybe try and get even gold 1. That's what I'm aiming for this weekend. If we don't, then obviously I'll try and get it next weekend, and if we don't get it then it's BPL team, and I will show you that team as well once it's been finished and built and other bits. Once I've finished buying all the other players. Anyway, so yeah, as you can see on screen, we've got Lacazette, Benzema, Inform Ben Yedder, Ben Arthur, Enzonzi, Isco, DeMarcos, Varane, SBC, Perrin, SBC, Kazawa, and then the one and only Ruffier in net. And I really do like Ruffier. I've been thinking about going with Areola because I've seen some brilliant gameplay with him and he looks like an absolute monster, but at the moment I'm just deciding to keep with Ruffier, and I'll test Areola out in divisions, which is another thing, guys. We've been able now to finally get ourselves into Division 1. We're now out of Div 2, saying goodbye to all that garbage, and we're now in Div 1 where we want to be, playing up against the people who are a lot better than us, so we can get better and improve our gameplay as well. What else really to say is, I don't know, but it's Foot Champs, and let's just get straight into this bloody gameplay. So here was our first game, guys. We were actually going up against a half decent team, full BPL, with De Gea, by Smalling, Walker, Luke Shaw, Willian, Walcott, Inform Ericsson, Mane, I can't remember his name, I don't know how to pronounce it, and then obviously with Vardy up front. And to be fair, this was a really nice goal. I really enjoyed it, and there was no way De Gea was picking that, no way he was getting to that at all. But we just get it straight to Ben Arthur, and he is not missing from there, boys. He is not missing at all. Low finesse shot sort of thing, really, yeah, get out of here. Anyway, so I thought, great, we're one goal up. What could go wrong? Well, there's multiple different things that could go wrong. One, he could just go off and score. He could just quite easily just do that, and I was really frustrated and annoyed with myself that I let that go through. Like, seriously, how do you let that go through, and how do you get that past you? But we were like, nah, we ain't like that. We are not like that. We are going to go from kickoff and just go straight up the other end of the pitch and say bye bye De Gea. We are literally just going to run straight through a Benzema, low driven, far corner, doesn't miss at all. Obviously, first shot actually gets saved from De Gea, but then it just comes onto the rebound, and Benzema is not missing that at all, boys. Your boy Benzema, nah, not missing that on the rebound. Get out of here, De Gea. But then we were like, you know what? We're now 2-1 up. We just can't stop there. And we can't just stop there. So straight off from click-off, we actually get the ball back, which I was like, yes, let's go. Right, let's go on for this attack. So we do a bit of dribbling here with Ben Arthur, and then we get tackled. And I was like, just do the quick free kick. Straight to Ben Arthur. Ben Arthur, how you do? Not missing that. No, Ben Arthur, what am I saying? Ben Yedder, not missing that at all, boys. It's your boy, Ben Arthur. And the thing is, guys, since I've got his upgraded inform card, that card is just an absolute monster, and I absolutely love it. His long shot is so good. So we get the ball back here with Nzonzi, straight up to Perrin, from Perrin straight up to Benzema with a cheeky chip. Hello, that is 4, that is 1. We are on the road to winning this game, and to me, I feel that we're not going to lose at all. I was playing well, I felt like I was playing well, and I knew there's no way I'm going to let this kind of lead slip. No way, I can't do it. Can I? Watch out, he might. You never know. Anyway, here comes to the next goal. So we go from Nzonzi up to our boy Ben Arthur, to Ben Yedder, through to Benzema, and Benzema is not missing that, boys. No, he is not. That is 5-2. And I think I've actually missed a goal of his. Have I? No, I haven't. No. Okay, so it's still 5-2. It was 4-2, and now it's 5-2. So yeah, boys, Benzema. Oh my lord. Even though he's playing on that right hand side, and I would rather have Griezmann there, he's still playing really well. And yet again, look at this. He's not the fastest, but he's literally just belting it straight past and tucks it into the bottom left. Benzema on a hat-trick at the moment, guys. And he's just on form. He's a mentally good card. And I do really like him. I don't feel like he's worth the coin that you pay for him, because sometimes he's a bit iffy here and there. But anyway, we go straight to our boy Ben Arthur, and Ben Arthur is not missing that, boys. Bottom right hand corner, low driven. It is now 7-2. You're thinking, why isn't this kid not rage quit? I was thinking the exact same thing. Why is he not rage quit yet? Come on, just leave. I've got 38 other games to play, or whatever amount it was. Anyway, so we straight off kick-off, he's passing around the back, and then he comes in. Lacazette. You're thinking, bruh. Fair enough, he's 3-star, 4-star, so you know, I've got to give him a bit of slack. He's scored quite a few goals. Anyway, we get the ball back, go straight through with Ben Yedder. Ben Yedder misses that, but then, sure to God, no. Benzema just couldn't finish that either. And I was like, oh my God, come on. I've got to try and at least get double digits here. I was thinking to myself, that is my main goal. So we get it straight back anyway. Straight through with Ben Arthur. Didn't have to use any skill moves until this point. And then we get the pen. I was like, thank God, we can't miss this. We cannot miss this for sure to God. Because bye Chris Smalling. And if I can remember correctly, he already got red carded as well. So I thought, you know what, we'll go for a cheeky chip straight down the middle. I thought, nah, actually, let's just switch to Lacazette to do this. You know, cheeky chip straight down the middle, but he saves it. You know, he just stayed down the middle. I was expecting him to at least dive. So he goes straight through the through ball, straight to one of his other players. But Varane just is like, nah, you're not getting past me, boy. You are not getting past me. Then Ben Arthur straight again with the skill moves, with a little bit of dribbling, straight up to Lacazette. Lacazette scoop turns straight up to Ben Arthur. Ben Yedder goes for the finesse, but it gets blocked. Then straight from that corner, he heads it away. We get the ball back again, straight up to Lacazette, straight to Ben Yedder. Ben Yedder, how does he miss it? How? Just no. And then he just does this. He goes straight through with Vardy. That makes it 7-3. And you're thinking, is this the comeback? Is he going to have enough time just to melt me straight through all these goals I've just scored? I was thinking that to myself, like, seriously, come on. I can't be letting this happening. So, anyway, you go straight through Isco, and Isco just, you know, does what Isco does, and just puts that into the back of the net, you know, bottom left-hand corner, low driven, and the low driven's so broken. It is so broken, and the amount I score is unreal when it comes to that low driven. Sometimes I overshoot it, like, I don't know how, but I do. Anyway, so it goes straight onto this next point, straight to Perrin, back to Ben Yedder. Ben Yedder missed passes, but Lacazette is able to get back. He's there thinking I was going for the pass, so I just keep running with Lacazette. Lacazette then sweats it straight to Benzema. That gives Benzema his 4th goal, and we're on the 81st minute with 9 goals, 3 goals to him. And to be fair, I was expecting it to be a lot harder of a game when I looked at his team. Anyway, so Lacazette's running back through on goal again, just hits it. I think, you know what, stuff it. I'm just going to go for a cheeky screamer from there, see if I can get it in. But he makes a mistake here with Benzema, and then, oh my God, I end up sweating him again to make it 10-3. I know that's really bad. That is really, really bad of me to sweat twice, but it's technically classed as clinical finishing, I suppose. And then he comes back to the other end of the pitch to make it 10-4, and that was the end of the game. So now we are 1-0. Not too bad, not too bad, not too bad at all. So here was the second game, and I thought, okay, this is a very decent team with Socrates, Smalling, Courtois. I hate playing Courtois, and I also hate playing Kyle Walker as well. Gundogan, you know, and he had a very decent team. And And I was thinking to myself, this is going to be, for me, I thought this was going to be a difficult game, especially as soon as it got off from kickoff. I thought, oh, okay, fair enough, you know, let's just see what happens. And I was just minding my own business, trying to get the ball back. And yeah, you see me in a minute. I don't concede. Luckily, with Ruffier, massive save from Ruffier. Um, get the ball back with Ben Arthur. I thought, yes, counter attack, counter attack, counter attack. And then next thing you know, you have lost connection with the A servers. Like, what the hell? And that actually gives us our first loss. Our first loss. Like, and I was going to say seriously there, but for some odd reason I accidentally hit the mute button on my mic. So we go into our next game, and I was really annoyed with that, to be fair, that we actually got our first loss through a EA closing down the servers. But then I thought, you know what, we're going to go in to win this game, and next thing you know, we get through with Ben Yedder. I keep calling him that, and then it's just like, he's not missing from there, boys. He's not missing them from there with his left foot, which is a 5-star. Oh god, I'm dropping my pad as well. That is never cool to do while you're trying to record yourself. No, just look, shut up. Anyway, so we were in a bit of trouble there, but we was able to get out of it. And then we pass it from Enzonzi to Ben Yedder. Ben Yedder just, you know, playing with the ball a little bit here, just running straight through. You know, this kid isn't really too bothered that Ben Yedder's there, and he really isn't. So we then scoop a turn, but then, oh, we were so close to making it 2. So close. I don't know how the hell we don't took that in at all with that finesse. But then Ben Yedder's back through again. Another scoop turn. Straight to Lacazette. No! And he puts it wide. I was like, oh my god, come on. We've got to score at least another one, because I don't like being 1-0 up or 2-1 up. I don't like being a goal up. Or 2 goals up, actually. I actually prefer to be at least 3 goals up, because then stuff like this can happen. But then Ruffier makes a great save, and I was like, oh, my heart was in my mouth. But then we end up doing something so stupid, we give it him back. But then do you think he's going to miss? No, because then that happens, and then Cavani just puts it into the back of the net, making it 1-1. And at this point, I was ready to throw the controller. I really was. It wasn't the fact that, you know, the game was being AIDS. It was the fact that I was just playing bad defense, and I wasn't playing very well at all in this game. I was just annoyed, but I thought, I saw Ben Yedder, and then that was it. I thought Ben Yedder through on goal, low driven, bottom right hand corner, ain't missing from there, boys. And if I would see to get anybody from La Liga Santander, get Ben Yedder's in form. Oh my god, it is so good. But then I was like, right, we're now 2-1 up, we can't give this away at all. So I was like, okay, let's just, you know, do this. Just keep hold of the ball, you know, passing nicely. Saw Benzema through on goal. Benzema scores, puts that in the bottom left-hand corner, low driven, making it 3-1. And there I'm a little bit more comfortable within the scoreline, because then at least if he does go off and score, I'm not going to give him so much of an opportunity to score again afterwards. He has to score another 2, whereas I can play a bit more safe. He has to press the matter. With there, it was a bad pass. I shouldn't have really played that through ball. Just gave him this opportunity here to just keep passing, and he just breaks through with Memphis Depay, not missing that at all. He puts that into the bottom left-hand corner. Then I was like, okay, fair enough. You know, you want to play that game, well, you know, we can play that game and all. So Benzema puts Ben Arthur straight through on goal, and I was like, oh, hello, chip far corner. Would you like some salt with that chip? No? Tough luck. Anyway, so we get the ball back here with Varane, but then we do the same thing again. We make a bad pass, and then you know what happens. Cavani. 4-3. At the moment, I was like, bum, 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 bum. But I was like, you know what? And we defended really well afterwards. So no more goals were scored, and that game ended 4-3. So now we are 2-1. Now, if you like this, what I'm doing as well, where I'm putting in what I am, as in a screenshot, that'd be fantastic. And then we come up against this team. This is our 4th game. And I was like, what is this? I physically thought I was going to physically get absolutely trampled on. But we just all of a sudden started playing some really good attacking play. Our defensive play was shocking in this game, but our attacking play was absolutely great. Isco misses that low driven. I was like, God damn it, you know, that was our chance. But then we get the ball back to Ben Yedder, back to Lacazette, hold it to Ben Yedder, back again, low driven, and he isn't missing that. He's scoring more goals than our two strikers. Like, seriously? And he's only a cam. He's the cam and he's scoring more goals than our strikers. It's mad. It's mad, I tell you. Anyway, off going my, you know, weird, complete other stupid streak here. I end up letting something like this go through. Our defensive play was absolutely terrible. I should have defended better, to be fair. After watching these videos back while I was, you know, while making this video, I was like, I should have done that differently. But then we do this with Benzema back to Ben Yedder, through to Lacazette, holds the ball, scoop turn, finesse, and he is not missing that. And that was with his left foot as well, which is his weaker foot, which is a 3-star, 4-star. But when he's got finishing as clinically as he has, that 3-star feels more like a 4.5-star. It really does sometimes because he's so clinical. But then I wasn't expecting this at all. Wasn't really expecting it, and yeah, that's 2-2. Wasn't very happy bunny. So at this point I knew this was a very good game. I was really enjoying it, to be fair. Lacazette sends Benzema low driven, hits the keeper, goes back for the rebound, and puts it in the back of the net. That makes it 3-2. Yes, it does. 3-2. I'm thinking, I can't rely on my defensive play. I'm thinking to myself, I've got to keep attacking. But obviously he's got the kickoff, and you know what defenders are like straight off kickoff, don't you? Yeah, they're terrible. It's like some sort of AI sort of motion thing, and then we end up letting that go through, and then that makes it 3-3. I was not a happy bunny. No, I wasn't. I wasn't a happy bunny at all, and it was so frustrating. I was getting myself so worked up, so wound up, because it wasn't that of my players, it was the fact that I was playing terribly defensively. Offensively, we were playing some good FIFA, but defensively, it was like we were 5-year-old. I couldn't defend to save my life. So it's 3-3, and then he just goes, I mark Aubameyang so well all game, and then I let slip, and he just puts that screamer into the top left-hand corner, and you're thinking, Fury, are you first gonna get your first proper L given to you? Well, I decide to do this. I take the ball back. I end up getting it back with Benzema up through to Lacazette. Then, oh no, it was Ben Yedder. Ben Yedder breaks through, and whoo-wee. I just love his card. That's all I'm going to say. He's not missing from there, boys. He is not missing from there. Your boy, Ben Yedder. He is not missing from there at all. At all. That makes it 4-4. And I was thinking, right, we're back in this. We can still go off and win. This team that is so godly. Well, I thought it was godly anyway. So we make a bad play here. You know, Benzema just loses the ball. He starts passing it back to obviously other players and other bits, you know, other things like that. And then I slide, thinking he's going to try low driven. He crosses it, and then yeah, bringing it down to 5-4. At this point, I felt like throwing the controller through my window. But I was like, you know what, stop this. Let's go and score. We've got one opportunity, let's make it count. And then Benzema just goes and goes, boom, bottom right hand corner. You think you're going to win and beat me? I don't think so. And, like, really? Bottom right, low driven, it's so overpowered. And we took it to pens. We really did. And I was like, right, I've got to score this first one, and we do. Far end, keeper's no chance. And I was like, okay, right, come on, where's he going? And he stayed down the middle, and I didn't dive. I didn't feel like diving. I just don't know why. So this time I go with the opposite way, and he saves it, and I was like, no. It's now 1-0 to us, and then we save his second penalty. That makes it 1-2, obviously. And then Lacazette, boop, hello, puts it in the back of the net. That makes it 2-1. and 1 for us when it comes to missing pens, and he's only missed 2. But then he goes the same way as I did, and it makes it, it's 2-1 now. And I'm thinking to myself, well, Benzema, you know what? Just put it there, you know. I'm thinking, right, he's going to go bottom right. And I slightly put my keeper over to the one side and then dive the right way to win that game, boys. So, if my memory recalls correctly, that puts us at 3-1. And we beat that team on pens. I didn't think we was going to win at all. I thought we was going to get our backside given a good spanking, but we didn't. We actually won, and I was very happy, and that made me feel a lot better, especially when it comes to my next couple of games. Obviously, there's only 3 games in this, I think. That's because SHAREfactory isn't actually allowing me to keep cutting and cutting and cutting. There's a cap on it, and it's very annoying. And that is, I haven't to use SHAREfactory to do this because I haven't got my computer with me at this present time. At the moment, it's off for repair. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. If you did, give us a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in episode 2 of this series. And yeah, so this is your boy Ignition Fury signing off, and I will see you later.